The Delhi High Court has now handed over the case to the CBI. This will now be investigated by the Central Bureau of Investigation, and it will be monitored by the CVC, which is the Central Vigilance Committee as well. So a huge decision by the High Court. The case of the coaching center horror has now been transferred to the CBI, which will be monitored by the CVC as per the court's directions. That's the latest, and that's the massive development that we're tracking at the moment. The Delhi High Court has ordered a CBI probe. A senior officer will oversee the probe. According to the Delhi High Court, the Delhi Coaching Center tragedy case will now be investigated by the Central Bureau of Investigation. This comes close on the heels of the ACJ observing that there is rampant encroachment in the heart of the national capital, which is going unnoticed by the GNCTD. And now a CBI inquiry has been ordered after the Delhi High Court pulled up the police for potching up the probe and for arresting innocents and letting the culprits walk free. We have Shavan Sen joining me live on this broadcast from the newsroom. Shavan, this is a huge decision by the Delhi High Court. The case will now be investigated by the CBI, and please take our viewers through the observations of the Delhi High Court. It seems like we have some technical difficulties, viewers. We'll get Shavan back on the line. We have Shavan back with us. Shavan, this is a huge development in the Rajendra Nagar Coaching Center death case. The CBI will now be investigating the matter. This clearly goes on to show that the police have botched up the investigation.
Well, in fact, the questions have been raised about the fact that whether at all there was a deliberate omission made by the Delhi police with regards to questioning the MCD officials. It all started with the fact that whether at all desilting was done in that area. Remember, the court essentially looking into the entire steps that were taken by the Delhi police in terms of their investigation. I'll just quote a few of the observations that were made by the court, by the High Court, and the questions that were posed to Delhi police. Question number one that was asked by the Delhi High Court to the Delhi police was with regards to whether at all they had questioned the person who was responsible for the building plan. Question number two was with regards to whether at all they had looked into the drain system, whether at all this was functional or not, and did they make a mention in the case diary. The third was with regards to the reconstruction of the scene of a crime. This is with regards to Delhi police perhaps botching up the entire investigation by making a single arrest, and that arrest happened to be of the SUV driver. The SUV which waded through the waterlogged areas of old Rajendra Nagar and resulting in flooding of the basement of Rao Study Circle. Remember, that is exactly that did not go down well, with the Delhi police being pulled up in the past to saying that you have made a grave mistake by actually, diverging this entire investigation. So what's important to point out here is the fact that once again the High Court looking into this entire matter by indicating that this particular case should be handed over to the Central Bureau of Investigation.